Okay, so let's quickly continue with our lesson and bearing in mind that at the end of the tutorial, you should be in a position of taking an official Microsoft exam and getting a certificate from them directly. So this is from one of our students who participated in this Google Classroom exercise. We've been doing this for a while. We've had no physical contact. She's been following the lessons on our platform. So this actually helped her take the exam, which awarded her her certificate on January 18th, 2020. So you can actually verify this certificate by going to verify.certiport.com and typing in the credential identification code. Okay, so that's just about it. So let's focus on what we have for today. We'll be looking at the design tab. So if you've been following our lessons from our classroom and from our previous, recorded tutorials, we talked about the home tab and we basically explained all the tools under the home tab. So I said as a specialist, when you start Microsoft Word, you always need to have your navigation pane. So how do you get a navigation pane? Because I want to see it, I want to view it, I would have to go to the view tab, then click on navigation pane to show. So that is one way of getting to the navigation pane. You can equally come and click on find and you have your navigation pane. Okay, so that's just about it. So let's go to our design tab. So basically on our design tab, we have two set of groups, which makes us create more professional looking document. So we have the document formatting, then we have the page background groups. So what we will do is we'll go through it step by step and I'll try to explain how these tools work. So we have the themes button or command, which is found within the document formatting group. Then we have the document style set. So basically, if I select a theme, you won't see the effect. But as we apply the document style set to it, then you see the effects that we get from it. So I want you to explore this particular feature. So I'll click on Berlin. So that particular theme has been selected. So it comes with its style set. So normally this applies to the heading style. So if you apply heading styles to your document and you want to have something like this, as you hover the mouse, you get to see a preview of it. So let me pick something which is okay. So this is a heading style. So I'll click on it. So as I hover the mouse, you see the preview. It applies to the headings within the document. So if you want to create professional looking documents, please try and explore the themes and the document formatting styles under the design tab, where it gives you a whole new level of formatting. So I'll prefer selecting this. So once I do that, all the heading styles will come in this particular shape. Very nice. Then you can also think of the colors. So as you go over the mouse, you have various colors you can apply to this particular document. So it's all about formatting, creating professional looking documents. Microsoft Word is not just about typing, but rather making the document look professional. And these are the tools available to us. Then I can also come and click on the font. So instead of going to the home tab and changing the font style, you can do that here. So it's all about the design. So as I go through it, you see various options and various styles. So basically that is okay. So maybe I'll go for this. This looks nice. Then you also even talk about paragraph spacing. So if you want no paragraph space, compact, tight, open, relax, double, then you can also customize it. So I'll need you to click on that to explore these various options. So just come in here, play around with it, see what happens. So it's all about exploring and getting things done. Then we have effects. So with this effect, I don't think you see much of it unless you've applied certain designs, certain shapes. So we'll talk about it when we get to the insert tab. Then there is this particular group, which is page background. So the page background basically talks about watermarks. So when you receive your admission letters from institutions, you normally have their crest behind, more or less behind the text. So that is the watermark effect. So we can go through it, select some of these, default styles. So if I click on Urgent, automatically you can see it within the background over here. So you can see Urgent within the background. So if you don't like this, you can come to Custom Watermark. You click on Custom Watermark. You can even use a picture. Then you click on Select Picture. You work offline. Then you browse to where your picture is on your system. So you can just go through it and select any of these pictures and it will be applied as a watermark. So if I click on this, I click on Insert, I say Apply, then you should have that as a watermark within my document. So if you don't want the picture, you can go to a text, then you can type FITTS. You can even change the font type, then probably change the color. So I want it to stand out. Then I click on apply. Then you see what happens. So that is the watermark over there that is using a text. Good. Then I can come in here and I'll say what remove watermark and it's gone, just like that. Then you can also think of applying page colors. So if you hover the mouse over any of the colors, the names will just pop up: gray accent, for lighter, 60%. So within the Microsoft exam, they are very specific. They tell you to look for this color, apply it to a watermark or something of that nature. So you need to know where to find these tools. So Microsoft exams are not that difficult. You can also think of fill effects. So I'm just explaining where to find most of these items. So once you click on OK, it's applied. So just explore, and let's get interactive on Google Classroom. Then we also have what page border. So you can actually apply a border to the page. So you come to box, you can think of a shadow. You can even think of a style. So you go through it, you think of a style. You can even think of a color if you want. Then probably change the density or the width of the border. So you can say 3 points, apply to whole document. You click on OK, and that's what you get. So basically, this is for the design tab, and I hope you've learned something new here. And the purpose of this is to open your eyes to some of these important tools available for professionals within the corporate organizations and even students. It will be very helpful for your work on campus as well. So please stay in touch and get interactive. Let us get your feedback. If there is something I did not address, just let me know and I'll talk about it. So please stay safe. Wash your hands regularly with water and soap. In the midst of this COVID-19, we need you alive and we want you to be alive so that you can at least learn a lot from us. Enjoy the rest of your day and catch you in our next lesson.